hear the name El Chapo, and what comes to mind? Tunnels, daring escapes, a massive drug empire, right? But while he was out running the game, and the law enforcement, there was someone living the kind of life you only see in movies. Emma Coronel Aispuro, his beauty queen wife. Imagine a world of diamonds, drama, and bold choices. How do you stay so effortlessly glamorous while married to one of the world's most wanted criminals? Let's dive into Emma's story. It's wild, it's flashy, and it's anything but boring. Emma Coronel wasn't just another pretty face. Born in 1989 to a family with alleged ties to the cartel world, she practically grew up in the shadows of El Chapo's empire. It's like her life was scripted for danger, power, and enough drama to put any Netflix series to shame. At just 17, she got the attention of Joaquin El Chapo Guzman during a beauty pageant in her small hometown of Canelas, Durango. Picture it, the young beauty queen, sash and all, shining on stage while the world's most notorious drug lord sat in the crowd, completely smitten. Was it love at first sight? Or was it the whole "who's gonna say no to El Chapo" vibe mixed with the allure of insane wealth and power? Whatever it was, their lives quickly became entangled in a way that would change her forever. Their story was straight out of a narco telenovela, a wild mix of luxury, danger, and over-the-top romance. Think about it, El Chapo, famous for his prison breaks and billion-dollar drug empire, sitting at a candlelit dinner casually whispering about his global narcotics network. His charm wasn't just about his power, it was his swagger, his confidence, and Emma, the young beauty queen, got swept into a world of private jets, Versace handbags, and a constant undercurrent of danger. Let's get one thing straight, Emma wasn't some helpless damsel tangled in the web of a criminal mastermind. Even at 17, she knew what she was doing. Marrying El Chapo wasn't just about the bling and luxury, it came with serious influence. To some, she was the beauty queen with a killer smile. To others, she was a key player, representing the bridge between the old-school cartel world and the next-gen power moves. But let's be real, this wasn't some dreamy fairy tale romance. Date nights? Try secret rendezvous in hidden safe houses guarded by heavily armed men. Wedding gifts? Forget the blender set. How about a billion-dollar empire with a VIP pass to the FBI's watch list? Emma didn't just marry a man, she stepped into a world of secrets, chaos, and unimaginable power. What she probably didn't see coming was the massive price tag attached to that so-called glamorous life. Now let's talk about Emma's world. If El Chapo was the king of tunnels, Emma was the queen of cartel chic. Emma's relaxation meant custom diamond necklaces, luxury villas, and private parties outshining the Kardashians. This wasn't just glamour, it was over-the-top opulence with a heavy dose of audacity. Emma's life was one big Instagram-worthy flex. Diamonds, drama, and danger all wrapped into one. Emma wasn't just lounging around enjoying the perks of El Chapo's empire. She was a key player, a mix of cartel PR guru and high-fashion influencer. She had the art of image management down to a science. Every appearance, every outfit, every cryptic Instagram post was like a carefully crafted chess move, keeping the Guzman mystique alive while authorities scrambled to catch up. When she wasn't busy finessing her husband's public image, Emma was jetting between cartel safe houses, in private planes, her designer luggage packed with wardrobes that could make any fashionista jealous. She raised their twin daughters in a way that felt more like a fantasy than real life. Forget ordinary childhood memories, these kids probably played hide and seek in sprawling mansions and had bring your parent to school days where Emma rolled up in Valentino Couture. And let's be real, while most of us were stressing over bills or what to cook for dinner, Emma's toughest decision was which Cartier bracelet matched her Balmain dress. Her closet? Straight out of a Milan. But what really made her legendary wasn't just luxury. It was the effortless way she flaunted it. Emma's life wasn't just about flashing wealth. It was about perfecting the art of subtle flexes with a side of untouchable confidence. While most were scrolling Instagram for fashion inspo, Emma was the inspo. her posts, a mix of cryptic luxury and unapologetic glam that had followers constantly asking, is she shading the authorities, the haters, or both? In a world where danger and extravagance collided, Emma Coronel was the queen of her own game. She wasn't just living the high life, she was rewriting what it meant to be a cartel queen. Rumor has it, Emma helped hide cartel messages in family photos. Innocent on the surface, incriminating to those in the know. But let's not get it twisted. Life with El Chapo wasn't all diamonds and designer bags, no matter what Emma's Instagram feed might have suggested. Sure, the private jets, piles of cash, and endless shopping sprees were straight out of a dream, but being married to the world's most wanted man came with its own unique set of problems. Anniversaries? Good luck booking a romantic dinner when the FBI might bust through the door mid-dessert.
Okay, good, you're good!
Getaways? Forget tropical beaches, think secret hideouts guarded by a small army. Emma's life was glamorous, sure, but it came with a constant edge of chaos that no luxury bag could ever smooth over. When El Chapo landed behind bars, again, Emma stepped up as the ultimate ride-or-die wife, playing her role to absolute perfection. She wasn't just supportive, she was full-on media spectacle. At his high-profile trial, Emma didn't just show up, she showed out. The courtroom became her personal runway with outfits that screamed luxury and confidence. Forget the beige power suits. Emma was all about Dolce & Gabbana vibes, mixed with a big dose of catch me if you can. Cameras were obsessed, and the tabloids, they couldn't get enough. But behind the designer shades and perfectly contoured makeup, her life wasn't the glamorous narco fantasy it seemed. Imagine trying to live your best life while constantly looking over your shoulder, wondering if the DEA was about to bust down your door or if Chapo was cooking up yet another wild prison escape. While most couples argue over groceries or who forgot to walk the dog, Emma's top concern was, what if my husband digs another tunnel and I have to explain it to the world? And how do you even begin to explain to your kids why their dad's mugshot is on every news channel? Oh sweetie, that's just dad's work uniform. Doesn't exactly cut it. Emma's life might have looked flawless on the outside, but the chaos lurking beneath was a whole different story. Emma had a talent for pulling off the impossible, keeping her glamorous image intact while married to a man constantly on the run. She wasn't just a pretty face, she was a mastermind in her own right. Emma knew exactly when to play the devoted wife, when to stay mysterious, and when to throw a party so over the top it practically screamed, "I'm right here!" Her Instagram game, before the whole arrest thing, was legendary. Every post was like a mic drop. Cryptic captions, luxury vacations, and a level of nonchalance that felt like a wink at the authorities. While investigators were busy piecing together evidence, Emma was out here, sipping champagne and hitting share with zero hesitation. But while the Instagram feed looked flawless, behind the scenes, cracks in the glamorous facade were about to shatter. Every high life eventually comes crashing down, and for Emma, it happened in February 2021 when she was arrested at Dulles International Airport. The charges? Conspiracy to distribute narcotics and helping El Chapo pull off his infamous prison escape. Overnight, the world's ultimate narco queen went from flaunting Chanel and Fendi to staring down a future in prison orange. No more private jets, no more cryptic posts, just the cold, hard reality of swapping luxury for lockdown. Emma's downfall, of course, came with its own dose of drama, because what else would you expect? Picture this, she's strolling through the airport, probably rocking oversized sunglasses, a designer handbag, and the kind of confidence that only comes from being the world's most infamous cartel wife. Then, bam! Federal agents show up. Did Emma panic? Cry? Absolutely not. Witnesses say she handled it like a true Guzman, keeping her cool, her head high, and her poker face locked in. Because let's be real, tears don't pair well with Gucci. Her arrest was front page news for weeks, mostly because no one thought Emma could ever be caught. This is the same woman who once turned courtrooms into fashion shows, strutting in like she owned the place, her outfits sharper than her husband's lawyers. But now, she was up against a legal system that no amount of charm or Chanel could outwit. When El Chapo was finally captured, did Emma crumble under pressure or rise as the queen of calm? Let's look at how she turned the courtroom into her personal runway. Even in custody though, Emma stayed completely on brand. Stories of her calm composure and polite demeanor spread quickly, earning her a new reputation, the queen of keeping it cool when it matters most. Because whether she was in a courtroom or in a holding cell, Emma Coronel always knew how to command attention. Behind the scenes though, Emma's world was falling apart. The same government she had effortlessly dodged for years finally had her cornered, and they weren't pulling any punches. They didn't just accuse her of helping El Chapo pull off his jaw-dropping prison escape. They painted her as a full-on player in his empire. The glamorous life she flaunted on social media? Yeah, that turned into Exhibit A, with every designer handbag and private jet pic adding another nail to her legal coffin. But if you think that was the end of Emma's story, you clearly don't know her style. In true dramatic fashion, her arrest only made the world more obsessed. Fans couldn't stop debating. Was she a victim caught in the chaos? A brilliant accomplice playing the long game? Or just someone who milked the narco life for as long as she could? And as Emma sat in her holding cell, the big question on everyone's mind was this: how does a woman go from living in luxury villas to staring down solitary confinement without losing her crown? Because let's face it, Emma Coronel wasn't just going down, she was turning her downfall into the kind of spectacle people would talk about for years. In prison, Emma's life did a complete 180. Though if anyone could make an orange jumpsuit look chic, it was her. Rumors flew about her connections and whether she was cutting deals to lighten her sentence. The tabloids couldn't get enough, speculating about everything from her cooperation with authorities to her prison glam routine. Meanwhile, her supporters were riding hard for her, calling her a scapegoat, a woman who fell for the wrong billionaire and got caught in the crossfire of love and loyalty. Emma Coronel isn't just a person, she's a full-on symbol of the narco lifestyle's twisted appeal. While El Chapo's name stands for chaos and brutality, Emma's represents something wilder. A strange blend of delids and controversy that makes her story so captivating. The internet has made her a legend, with memes, documentaries, and endless debate keeping her name alive. Was she the clueless beauty queen who accidentally ended up in a world of crime? Or was she a calculated accomplice who played the game just as well as her husband? Either way, one thing's for sure, Emma Coronel is a name the world won't forget anytime soon. Love her or hate her, Emma Coronel Aispuro's story is the ultimate mix of loyalty, luxury, and living life dangerously close to the edge. Let's face it, when you're married to a kingpin, ordinary isn't even in your vocabulary. Emma's story may have ended in prison, but we've got plenty more untold stories of power, luxury, and danger. Smash that like button and subscribe to join the adventure. You won't want to miss what's next.